Welcome to the Whiska Chicks podcast, where Amy and Suzie are two sisters that banter about random, relatable topics. What is a Whiska Chick? Well, it's a term our beloved Nana used for anything random, so instead of saying thingamajig or doodad, she would say Whiska Chick. We are here to have fun, a lot of laughs, and to spread joy and mindfulness. Give a listen. You may learn something or have an aha moment or two. We dedicate this creative endeavor to our Nana, whose most powerful saying was, be true to yourself. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Whiska Chicks podcast. I'm Suzie.
And I'm Amy.
And we're just so happy you're with us today for episode 47.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
We're getting older. I love it. But no, we were thinking, what can we talk about today? I like to make it think like we have so many topics banked that we can't even keep up with the recording, but that's not true. This stuff just hits us and we're like, let's talk about it. But anyway, since we are all stardust in human form on a journey in this life, I thought today would be fun to talk about living with abundance.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Abundance. Well, I think, it can mean different things to people, and Amy and I are kind of living our own research as we do these podcast episodes and just kind of talking about things that Amy and I relate to with each other, and we're like, oh, let's just see what the world thinks about it. And that's basically where all of our topics come from. But I personally have been doing an abundance challenge for the last couple of weeks, which is hard for me because in my true Aries nature, I have a hard time.
You have a hard thing.
I got a hard thing. Let me tell you all about it. There's the menopause. I have a hard time seeing things through. I'm very challenged to see things through because I'll be like, yeah, I got it. It's enough. I'm moving on. Like, that's kind of where my brain goes, or the Dory syndrome of like, what's that shiny thing over there? Or a squirrel. But anywho, I just realized like the last couple of weeks, I've definitely felt enormous shifts happening within me, and sort of the thing I noticed the most, and this is what I want to talk about today, is changing your perception on a word like abundance and how that presents in your life and what that means to you. And I thought it would be fun to open by just saying the general definition for abundance, of course, is having a large supply or a plentiful quantity of something. That's just generic.
Right. And I think people, when they hear abundance, they automatically, their heads go to money.
Right.
And that's not what abundance is. Expressing gratitude for all abundance in your life. And abundance can be, I have clean water to drink. I have a house. I have love. I have a job. I have food on the table. I have soap in the shower. I mean, abundance is really anything that gives you something to live your life, to care for yourself, can it be money? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think when you hear the word abundance, everybody goes, yeah, I need more money. But it's really being grateful for every little thing and not taking anything for granted, because it's all what makes your life abundant.
It's true. And I think, especially for those of us that live in, I guess I should, God, I almost said more structured countries. I can't say that about the United States right now.
Oh, God.
But because we're failing miserably right now. But just, I know there are some places in the world where they wake up and they don't have hot water. They don't have clean water to drink. They don't have food in their fridge. They don't get rain or whatever. They don't have basic human needs that you and I get up every day. And our biggest concern is, do I have enough half and half for my coffee this morning? It makes me very mindful about how you can notice the smallest of things to express gratitude because you have that abundance. I'm not trying to go all kumbaya on everybody here. I'm just like
Could have fooled me. Just kidding.
More like Suzie. That was lame. That was a really bad joke. I might edit that out. We'll see. But anyway, let me flip to, and ironically, this is the AI generated overview definition of what spiritual abundance is, which I feel it should be the definition for abundance. An inner state of wholeness, peace, and deep fulfillment rather than an accumulation of money or material goods. It is the felt realization that your life already holds complete support, divine love, and endless potential, shifting your mindset away from fear and scarcity.
Yep. I love that.
Yeah. And I was going to come up with my own thing, but I'm like, AI actually got it done and I was okay with it.
AI nailed it.
Strangely, yeah.
Nailed it the first time.
Us Gen Xers are like, AI? What the hell is that?
And for me, that's like AI, AIO.
Our version of AI was Max Headroom. Anyone remembers him, that freaky computer
I do.
guy. Of course you do. But part of this abundance thing that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks has really gotten my mind racing about, like, of course I need money to survive and pay the bills and do all of that. But sometimes, and I'll just use money as an example because that's what I feel like a lot of people are like, I need money, I need more money. And it doesn't matter what you believe in, whether you're spiritual or religious. I mean, the point is that oftentimes we get in our own way of abundance because we're focusing so much on, I need money, I need more money. That is fear. And the fear will block the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is just up there like, just waiting for you to switch to faith out of fear, kid, and then it's on the way. You know, it's like, so we basically just subconsciously, because we're so trained to do that, we get in our own way. If you're spiritual, you can just be like, the universe has my back. If you're religious, you could say, let go and let God, whatever gets you there. But you need to remind yourself of that. Like, you are guided and protected no matter what you believe in, but you got to switch that fear to faith and get out of the way.
Yep. I completely agree with that. And when you use words like I need this, I need that. I mean, one of the golden rules is not to lay conditions on the universe. Just trusting that what's aligned for you and meant for you is finding you. Putting out that trust and faith. If you are lacking in some way, the universe knows that. But the more you begin to show gratitude for just the little things in your life, the more will come to you. It's interesting. When I need puts up blocks and barriers to what is actually trying to make its way to you. It is so true. We've talked about gratitude over and over and over again, but when you come from a place of gratitude, and unconditional gratitude for all of the abundance in your life, whether it's green grass in the backyard or food in the fridge, it's amazing what then opens up and finds you. You have to open up those channels.
It's true. And I do believe that gratitude is the foundation for all of that. And again, this is a humanity thing. This isn't a what do you believe in thing. This is if you believe in humanity and we're all souls on a journey walking the earth in this lifetime, then there should be a automatic mutual respect for everybody's existence and to be grateful for our differences. We don't all have to believe in the same things, but I do believe that we need to treat each other with respect and dignity and gratitude. So, focusing more on connecting over collecting.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
Sort of. We'll just say yes if it makes me look fancy. But forming meaningful relationships doesn't have to be necessarily with people. It could be just with things or yourself or something about yourself. I mean, I think we lose appreciation for the people, the souls that we are, in that mix of fear. Fear destroys everything.
Yep.
We're living in a fear-based society worldwide, and we're all doom scrolling and shit, and the fear just eats us all alive every day. It gets in there because it's so much easier to focus on the fear than the faith in the good. It's so funny. Before we started recording, because I was doom scrolling, I cannot lie, but I saw this thing where in England, I can't remember the name of the company, but it's a company that came up with a way to use, they had a different name for it, but we would call them cattails here in the United States. They use cattails instead of goose feathers for jackets and pillows and all that. The geese, when they get the feathers, most of these birds are plucked alive, but these cattails that grow like wildfire. And what's funny is there's viral videos of people going around because they look like a hot dog, and then people bite the cattail and there's like all this fluff that just comes out of their mouths. But evidently this can absolutely be used for pillows and any kind of bedding or like outdoor jackets and all that, and they're more sustainable. There's no microplastics involved or anything like that, just growing in the earth. And now they're sourcing that. I was so happy to be like, now someone just like thought of that.
Yeah.
There's an abundance of these cattails that can be used instead of using an animal to get the feathers. I was floored by that. I was like,
I would have never thought in a million years, cattails.
Well, you don't because you never touch them because they're hard to get to because they're usually in water.
In a swamp.
Yeah. But if you just tug on that brown, like it's like this poof of fluff, it's like a dandelion on steroids. It just like poof comes out, endless amount of it. So yeah. I just thought that was really cool. But anyway, connection over collection, like just noticing things, people, situations, like when you're driving or walking around, like connecting with people. I've been really thinking about this the last couple weeks, because I grocery shop for people for a living, and I'm 6:30 in the morning and I'm like through the grocery store and I'm not awake. And someone walks by me and I just smile. I'm like, good morning. And they're all, good morning. And I've noticed it's become really contagious. And I realize it's because I'm giving it off. I'm giving off the good morning vibes, and people, my hair's all messed up and I'm wearing like basically pajamas and I'm like, good morning. And then people are like, good morning.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Connecting also to a moment, because I find myself oftentimes when you look around and you just kind of see the beauty in things, and you connect to a moment. When you really connect to that moment, it creates kind of like this overflowing sense of gratitude. It's like I tear up sometimes, and that also is a form of abundance, because anything that gives you that overflowing sense of gratitude, it sounds so silly, but I have a bird bath in the backyard, and it makes me feel so good that all these little birdies have water every day. They come at certain times, and there's happy hour around 5-6 o'clock. A ton of them will come and belly up to the bar, but they bathe and they drink. And I think to myself, those little, I am so grateful that I can provide some relief to these little creatures. And it almost makes me tear up. I know it sounds silly, but it's like I'm connecting to that moment, that I'm helping those birds and nature or whatever. And it is a feeling of abundance. I'm grateful that I can help these little creatures. I don't know how to explain it, but I always have this moment when I see the birds in the bird bath. I always stop. If I see one in the bath, I stop what I'm doing and I watch them just fully enjoy. And it makes me feel so good, and when you can connect like that to any little thing, it doesn't matter what it is, When I go to Disneyland and I look at Walt's lamp in his apartment window, that's a moment I always connect to. It makes me tear up and I thank him. And then I'm grateful for the abundance that I can actually have a pass to Disneyland and go in and connect there, you know? So it's like abundance is just literally everywhere. And when you're grateful and you connect to moments, the abundance like that, it just like comes. It's weird. It's hard to explain.
It's like those moments you're having like a little meaningful relationship with something.
Right.
And it gives you purpose. And it's just in this present moment, you're just feeling like, oh, it's like a little mini break from the fear. You know? I mean, it really is. I posted on social media, but I sent you a video this morning because like I literally ran into Bambi when I was dropping off groceries this morning at someone's front door, and there was a whole family of deer, but the little adolescent just came back. I had a moment with it, and then it scampered off, but I was like, I'm being timed in what I do, and I'm like, gotta go, but I'm like, no way, dude, I'm taking a video of Bambi.
And then you posted, and then you posted for the music with the post. It was the Bambi song and the dialogue, and it made me cry. I'm like, Bambi, I love Bambi. Bambi's such a hard movie to watch, and it's so beautiful, but it's hard, you know. But exactly though. I mean, seriously, it's just you just said something so perfect where it just, when you allow yourself to have those moments, there is no fear present at all. And really there's only two major emotions. There's fear and love. You're either in fear or you're in love. And love, faith, gratitude, acknowledging abundance, all of that comes out of love, and fear is everything else. So you have that moment where I'm in love with the birds in the bath. You're just, all of a sudden, the fear is just not there. You're in this moment of just connecting and loving the moment. I love that.
Well, it's true. And when you go from having that gratitude being the foundation, and then you start to shift your mind when you have those moments where you feel so full. It's such like the simplest thing that's happening in front of you. I have the same experience here when I see the birds in the bath. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a water source for these little guys on a hot day. It's amazing. But just all of that shifting from I don't have enough to just being in the moment thinking like, no, you do have enough. Like, I've got air in my lungs. My heart is beating. I've got a roof over my head. I've got clean water to drink, a toilet that flushes. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be 3 deep breaths that made you feel better. It can be anything. Just those little things can shift you from that belief that you never have enough, that then you are just like in the flow of the moment and life. And that's all nature is. That's why when we look at nature, we feel peace. We look at trees, or we go for a walk, or we hear the birds, or see a deer, or whatever. We are nature, and it's in our nature to connect with that. But the fear just, again, it just takes it away. So it doesn't matter where you are. There is beauty in front of you. There's ways to connect anywhere you are on planet Earth. There is good in every moment, whether it's an amazing moment or what feels like the worst moment of your life. The gratitude foundation, the connection over collection, shifting from that feeling of not having enough to being like, I have enough. I am enough. Like telling yourself you are enough and getting out of the way of the universe. All that leads to what can be considered like a steady baseline of joy and resilience that keeps you from going to the fear. And I really believe that if all of us worked on this just for 5 minutes a day, or in those moments when we can shift into abundance or into faith over fear, I don't even want to know what the world would be like. I don't even want to know.
I think you just assigned homework.
It's way too early for that.
Oh, I know, but like 10 minutes too early. But I'm gonna bank that, 5 minutes a day to move from fear to abundance and love and gratitude. find that moment. You said something a minute ago that, let's see if I can recapture it because my memory is slowly fading. So I also view abundance as opportunities to learn and evolve. Every time there's an opportunity for me to grow, evolve, or learn, that is also a form of abundance. And oftentimes, growth and evolution comes from fear being triggered, a not so desirable experience, maybe something bad happened. In those moments, if we have the wisdom to step back and say, what is this trying to teach me? What is the message? If I can just lay the fear down and lay this, me being a neurotic Virgo, if I can lay the neuroses down and step back and say, okay, what is the lesson in this for me? And oftentimes it will come to me like almost immediately. I'll get a message. And in that moment, I'm grateful. And for me, that is abundance because I'm being gifted something that's going to help me, better me, equip me for the next moment that might be not so desirable. We're all learning. I mean, every single day we learn something, right? And that's abundance too. All of those things create abundance.
It's true. It's a collective thing. The last couple of weeks, I do feel myself changing. I am not a meditating person. I've done one guided meditation my whole life. But if you sit me down and lay me back and say, I want you to just go to a place where there's trees and blah, blah, blah. And in my mind, I'm like, I want a sandwich. I just, like, my squirrel brain is like, meditate.
Dory's like, what?
I can't sit cross-legged on the floor because my body won't allow me to do that. So the recliner it is. But part of this thing that I'm doing right now is every morning, I think it's about 9.5 minutes. It's the same meditation every morning. The first time I did it, I was crying. I really felt like I was blocking myself, like I was releasing a huge block I didn't even know was there. But it's sort of like healthy brainwashing, if you will, if it reminds you that you are worthy of the abundance to flow to you. It should flow to you naturally. Stop blocking it. And that's not what they say in my ear, but I'm just saying, like, that's the gist of it. Like, I am worthy of this abundance. You got to let that stuff go. Money flows to you naturally. Don't every time you say I need more money, the universe goes and blocks it from you.
Yeah.
You have to trust. You have to trust in the divine timing of things. Whatever is guiding you spiritually or religiously knows what is for your highest good.
Mm-hmm.
And will show you signs of that. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, I have seen more numbers, feathers, deer, bunnies, animals. I just drive around all day like cracking up. Yesterday, I found 3 feathers from the door to the car in different places. I was like, thanks. Getting dive bombed by hummingbirds and butterflies and all this stuff. And it's taking that moment to just say, thank you for that. Those are messages from the sources and the powers that be that are guiding you through this. Those are like the yays, the little yay, Suzie, you're doing it. That's the confirmation. I'm just out like laughing. I actually took my notebook in the car the other day, and all the numbers I saw, I just wrote them down, and I had like 12 of them in 3 hours.
That's crazy. I know yesterday I had 222, 333, 444. So it was like one every hour.
I'm getting weird sequences. Like I got 18, 18, 19, 19. I get 12, 12 every day.
So
I get 12,
10, 10 We all know 1111, but 1010 and 1212 have their own very powerful meanings. I mean, those are angel numbers, even though we always associate them with like repetitive numbers or 1111, like 2222, 333, whatever. But yeah, 1010, 1212 is pretty powerful too.
I even grabbed something off the shelf when I was shopping for someone. It was $5.55. I'm like, look, the lemon tart's $5.55. Just laughing at it.
It's a sign. I need to buy them.
Yeah, for someone else. But like, I'm not paying $5 for that. Just kidding. No, just as we're approaching the end of recording today, I know we with, within the topic, but I feel like we always come back to it. But I just really want to emphasize that I have
we really well.
Wow. That's an inside joke. Sorry, guys.
That was just automatic.
I can't reach it. Yeah. I can't reach it.
We were fans of the Little Rascals, so if you know, you know. But anyway,
if you know, you know. But I just really feel like, and I'm speaking, like I said, living our own research. Like, I'm speaking from my own experience over the last couple weeks. I'm 54 years old. I still don't have it figured out. But man, when stuff like this starts happening to me, because I'm at a pivotal point in my life where I'm on the precipice of making some huge life decisions that would be really scary for someone my age. But I'm so ready for it. And I feel like what I'm doing now is the foundation and the prep. But it's always been there, but the fear's gotten in the way. And I've just told the fear to take a freaking hike.
Yeah.
Take a hike. It's hard.
Scary.
Yeah, it's hard. It is really, really hard, people. Like, that is the truth. But you do have the ability to do it. Like I said, you are Stardust, friend, in human form on a journey. And might sound really weird, but I know a lot of people are afraid to die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that. But sometimes I think to myself, like, if I was dead, I wouldn't give a shit about anything that's going on. I mean, but I don't leave anybody behind except a couple of people that be like, oh, bummer, Suzie's gone. I don't have, like, kids or pets.
I'd be sad.
Like, I know, you need another whisk. You'd be the Whisked Chick podcast.
No, it wouldn't. I'd have to cancel it. It wouldn't be the same.
Did you just whine a little bit? No.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Anyway, that was a good topic today. I like that.
Yeah. So Suzie just brought up a good point. Nobody's perfect. We're always working on it and whatnot. But what we talked about today does take practice, and you can get to the point where you can stop yourself if you're moving to the place of fear, and if you can immediately change the narrative in your mind and move toward maybe some I am affirmations. And once you're done with that, move to you're grateful and recognize that whatever you're being taught is a form of abundance. So the homework then is just to practice that. Practice catching yourself. If you start to question, fear, get triggered, catch yourself. And, pick a couple things the next couple of days. Look around, something that's non-monetary, and be grateful for that abundance. Recognize it as an abundant part of your life, and practice doing that as well. Imagine
if you stated just 3 things a day that you felt were abundant in your life and that you were grateful for just within a month. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But just remember that creative possibilities want to find you. Money wants to find you. That stability wants to find you. The miracles want to find you. But they will not be able to find you if you block them with fear, because the universe or God or whatever you believe in is going to reflect what you're putting out. They're going to mirror back what you're putting out. If you're putting out fear, fear will come back. If you're putting out faith, faith will come back. So whatever you believe in knows you need money. It knows what you need. It knows exactly what you need.
Yeah.
So you just have to have faith in that. Is the whole effing point of this podcast.
Thanks
Anywho.
for putting a bow on it.
Oh, put a bow on it, put it under that tree. Call Santa and have him take the night off. Oh.
All right.
I just went a little crazy with that. All right. Anyway, y'all, thanks for being with us today and putting up with me more than Amy because she's more logical than I am. I'm like a balloon flying around the room. But anyway, we're grateful for you, and we will see you in the next podcast. And we know what old Nana would say.
Be true to yourself.